Huv, Emily makes an ack.
I didn't know what to put here, so I'll do a story time. Okay, so when I was in kindergarten, I had this teacher. She was very strict and rude, and she purposely went put of her way to get me. So one day we were doing math, and we used those foam circles as our groups or something. Apparently I was doing it wrong, so I was stuck at my table all by myself while the rest of the class moved on. I was bored out of my mind and couldn't leave my table even after I finished. So I started playing with the foam circles. Then I decided it would be fun to move them around with my pencil. I used the eraser side to be respectful of her property. Suddenly the next thing I know, she's screaming at me in front of the whole class about destroying her items, even though I literally was using the eraser. Then she sent me to the school counselor. Every time I was in trouble, she would send me there. I was used to it, but still sad she misunderstood. I'll give a quick picture of what the counselor's room looked like. So when you walked in the door, it had a desk on the right side where I dunno, I'll say Ruby would sit. Then there was a medium table about diagonal from her desk. Then on the left side were a bunch of toys, indoor jungle gyms, and those super soft bean bags next to bookshelves. So anyways, once I walked in, she wasn't surprised. She said sit down at the table like always, so I did. She gave me a pencil, paper, and some small toys. Then she asked me what happened. I explained and she smacked her lips then laughed. I remember that part exactly from the palm of my hand. Eventually she ended up apologizing for my teacher's behavior and sent me off scot-free. Once I got back to the classroom, everyone stared at me like I was crazy. My teacher glared at me for the rest of the day, and as a severe ADHD 5-year-old, I glared at her all day too. I flipped her off under my table as well. If you'd want to hear more school stories, I have a lot, because I've been to multiple different schools, so I have a lot I can tell. I'll do editing one next time of my awkward. I'll do another one at 10 views or 5 likes.